Hey family. So I'm back and this is actually 3 weeks I haven't made a video. And I realize that now that I'm getting so much closer to my goal, I'm struggling with the next chapter of maintaining. I think that maintaining is going to be even harder. And I never thought that that would be the case, but I've seen a lot of people on Weight Watchers where they'll reach their goal and then they'll stop Weight Watchers altogether. And then you'll see that they come back because they've gained 20 or 30 pounds and they need the assistance again. But like, I'm not reaching like Biggest Loser, how people go on there and they want to get to their goal so they can win the the money. And then it's the maintaining is, I'm realizing, the tough part, because I don't really know how to explain it, but the last couple weeks, other than this last half of this week, I've been doing really good. But last week I was struggling. That we went out to Olive Garden and there was a couple days I didn't track anything. And I'm realizing this, even on days where I do bad, let me rephrase this. Days that I don't necessarily stay within my point range, I should still track it to be genuinely honest with myself, because I'm not psyching anyone out. I'm not lying to anyone. This is my journey. If the only person I'm BSing is myself. So I need to be more vulnerable, more honest, speak up that I don't have it. I don't have this all figured out by any means. If I did, I wouldn't be on Weight Watchers. I would just be living my life, maintaining and having a great old time, But I struggle with overeating certain foods, even foods that I don't overeat, even like, for example, like a blueberry muffin. That's a simple, small thing, but it's loaded with points on Weight Watchers. So that's the one thing Weight Watchers has taught me, is how to view certain foods. You could eat a lot of one thing and it be barely any points, or you can eat a little bit of one thing and you use up all your points in one meal. So Weight Watchers has truly been life-changing for me. So let me start off. Week 72, 3 weeks ago, I lost 1.6 pounds. Awesome week. Then 73, which was my last weigh-in day. Today I weighed in, but last week I gained 0.6. It's not really that bad considering it was a tough week for me. And then this week, the first half of it, I was struggling. This last half, I got back on track. I got vulnerable on my Weight Watchers app and I talked to people in the community, and I was like, and a lot of people shared maintaining. That's the hard part, because you get to a maintaining goal and there's no more like, this week I've lost this week I've lost with this. It's like, I stayed the same this week. I stayed the same this week. I gained a little bit. So it's like the excitement of it is kind of gone. But then it's like, yeah, but you reached your goal pretty much. Like, that's huge. So now I'm going to try to find a way so that when I weigh in every week, sharing that, hey, I'm staying within my point range, and my weight, I'm not going to extremes. It's going to help keep me accountable and help others, hopefully. And then I'm going to start sharing different ideas for meals, different ways of working out where you don't feel like you're overdoing it. So I think now I'm going to shift my YouTube channel in a sense where obviously it's not going to be about, I lost 2 pounds this week, or, what I'm saying. I just went through that. I'm repeating myself. But sharing like what I'm going through for that week, whether it's a struggle, whether it was a celebration, and how I was able to overcome, enjoy myself, and still stay on track. So that's going to be my new thing here on Weight Watchers. And if you're watching this and you want to see how it was for my first 20, 30 weeks, I have a playlist of all the weeks. I wish I made a video every week on my weigh-in day of what I went through, what I did, and the struggles I went through. I have lost my best friend, took her life over a year ago, and I was able to make it through that. My dog died, in front of me after having her for 13 years. I made it through that without giving up on my health journey. There's been some other stuff that has happened, but I didn't allow those things to take me out of taking care of myself. And so many years over my life, I used everything as an excuse to just throw in the towel, whether it was struggling with drugs and alcohol, or like, oh, this happened, so that's why I used, or I had this happen when I was little and I never dealt with it, so that's why I mask it. There was always a reason. I always had an excuse as to why I wasn't taking care of myself, why I wasn't taking care of my health. No more. That's my goal, is to stop making excuses and stop allowing things of my past to ruin my health and my well-being, my mental health, my spiritual health. So yeah, this last week I've lost 1.5 pounds today, 1.3. So I'm at a total of 86.1 pounds that I've lost in the last 74 weeks. I'm at 151.5. My goal is to be under 150. And because I've never been under 150 as an adult. And then the heaviest I was 237.6. So I've lost 86.1 pounds, which is just insane. Sometimes I have to really sit and think about that. I'm like, oh my goodness, I've lost a lot of weight. And when I first started this journey, I thought I could not imagine reaching my goal. I'd see all these people sharing about, oh, I've reached lifetime. I'm like, I didn't think I would get there. But just taking it 1 week at a time, taking it small steps, reaching the next goal. 237, my big goal was to get into the 220s. And then it was the 210s. And then it was getting into Wonderland, getting under 200 pounds. And that was so big and so exciting. And then, getting into the 180s, getting into the 170s, celebrating each I can't think of the word. You know what it is, the person watching this, but celebrating each victory. That's a good one. Each non-scale victory, each scale victory, every little victory that you have, make sure you celebrate it and be proud of yourself that you were able to overcome something and make it through. You were able to lose 0.03 pounds. Be proud of that. That's what I have learned to do, is not be like, I only lost 4 pounds this month. When I was in my the earlier part of my journey, let's say it was week 16, and I lost for that month, I had lost for that 16 to 20, I lost 4 or 5 pounds. I was so proud of that, because that's 4 or 5 pounds that I didn't gain and that I didn't still have on me. And by celebrating the little victories along the way, the ultimate victory came along, and that's pretty much reaching lifetime. So I'm right there. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but right now it's just about maintaining. I started a job at Smoothie King a few weeks ago, and I'm helping my sister. I'm babysitting my nephew on the days that I have off from there. So my life has shifted. And now it's about meal prepping. Today's Sunday, I need to get home. We're going to make a few things that are easy for me to make, like my chicken and bell peppers with taco seasoning meal that I can eat when I get home. I know what I'm going to eat for the day, so that I'm not just so hungry I end up eating whatever. That's going to be my new thing, because like I said, everything has shifted. That's really, let me get to the point of all this. That's why it's been a struggle for me, because I work full time pretty much with both the jobs I'm doing. I'm working full time, and I hadn't had a job other than staying at home with my kids for many years. So this is new for me, being around people, being in a new atmosphere, communicating with people, not just in a video, but actually back and forth conversation. I haven't really been doing that for a while now. So, consistently. So this is all new for me. And, you get into a rhythm at home. You know what you're going to eat for lunch and dinner because you're home. And now that I'm not, it's like, oh man, I got to think about what I'm going to eat when I get home. Week time's going by so fast. I'll be 43 this year. There's just so much that I end up getting overwhelmed because I start thinking, like, now that I've got a paycheck, I want to get this, I want to get my teeth fixed, I want to eventually get a tummy tuck. I mean, I have all these things going through my head, and it's like, slow down, girl, slow down. So I'm sure you can tell that I'm all over the place in this video, but I like making them raw, vulnerable. I don't like pausing in between takes like a lot of people do in their videos. No offense to that, but that's just not my way. So I'm showing the transparency, and I'm going to go into church now. It's 10 o'clock on the dot. Time to go in. It starts at 10:15. I hope you all have an amazing, amazing week. I'm going to start trying to make these more. I've said that in the past, but I need to start making videos that now it's not the sole focus is on how much I lost, because now it's going to be barely anything every week because I'm close to my goal. So I need to find a new purpose. And if you have anything that you think it would be good for me to focus on or share about, please share in the description. I am so excited. I got over 300 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm proud of that. You know, I know there's people who have hundreds of thousands. I'm like, I got 300, and I think that's awesome that people are subscribing to me because they want to hear what I have to say about my journey. And I also share my singing, you know, and that's something that I stopped doing for a while, because you start feeling insecure, you know, or you're not good enough. But you know what? I am good enough. You're good enough. We're all good enough. And in God's eyes, we're amazing, and we're his children. So anyway, I hope you all have a great week. God bless, and I'll see you all on week 75 and probably week 76, but maybe I'll do it week 75, 76. All right, have a great day. Bye.